As you might know, one of the most important decisions you'll make for your business is which supplier to work with. And while there's a ton of options out there, a good supplier can be the difference between breaking even and making a ton of money with dropshipping. So you'll want to make sure you choose the right one. So in today's video, I'll be comparing two of the most popular suppliers, Zendrop and Fulfillman. We'll talk about the pros and cons of both and which one is right for you and your business. So make sure to pay close attention to this video so you know which supplier to choose. My name's Alex if you're new, and without wasting any time, let's get right into it. Now, before we jump into these two suppliers, there are a few things we should talk about, and I will go over them quickly in case you already know. But let's start with what makes a good supplier. What should you be looking for in potential suppliers for your business? Here's a few things to consider. Number one, you want suppliers that can offer the lowest prices possible, not only for your product costs, but shipping, customization, and everything else. A lot of suppliers have hidden fees like monthly service fees or per order fees, and you don't see this until you get the bill. So you want to do the research beforehand and look at the fine details for every potential supplier you can work with. Do they offer monthly fees, storage fees, transaction fees, per order fees? What are their shipping costs and different shipping options? What kind of bulk discounts and product costs can they get you? And how much money are they keeping in the process? Because keep in mind, you want this to be a win-win situation for both of your businesses. Your suppliers need to make money in this process, but many suppliers out there do take advantage of these business owners. So besides low pricing, you want fast shipping. You want suppliers that can get you the fastest shipping possible. Because in 2024 and going into 2025, you're competing directly with e-commerce giants like Amazon. And these businesses can get their products to their customers in 3 days or less. So they're setting very high expectations, and this is starting to become the new norm. Now, in 2017, you could dropship products directly from China that took 30, 40, even 50 days to arrive. You might refund a few customers in that process, but in the end, you could get away with this exact practice. These days, you need to get your products to your customers in 7 days or less. Otherwise, they'll complain, they'll request refunds, and they'll submit chargebacks to your brand. So you want to work with suppliers that can get you your own private line of logistics, oftentimes getting your products to your customers in just 3 to 5 days. And this is to any country you want to sell to. You also want to make sure you're only sending out high quality products. One of the main reasons you're finding a private supplier and moving on from AliExpress suppliers is because of the low quality products. Besides the slow shipping times, many AliExpress suppliers send out low quality and poorly made products to your customers. They oftentimes arrive broken or never at all. So to avoid that, you want to only work with suppliers that have a good quality control team in place. You want to ensure every product you send out is high quality and up to your standards. And when you're working with the right suppliers, they can even put your logo on your products. And this just adds to your overall brand appeal. But you also want to make sure every supplier you work with has good communication. They have to be transparent throughout this entire process. They need to keep you up to date with your inventory numbers and when you're running low. They need to let you know when they can handle or can't handle certain demand and volume. And they should be communicating with you directly about your business every single day. You want to make sure you're always updated and nothing goes wrong. If your supplier has bad communication and no transparency, you just have a bad supplier. It's just that simple. But you also want to look at their additional services. Does your supplier offer branding, product photography, custom packaging, and everything else? And if they do, how much do these services cost? Is it even worth it for your brand? So we'll be looking at all of these questions and answering them up front for both of these suppliers. Let's start with Zendrop. So we'll start by talking about the pros of using Zendrop as your supplier, and then we'll talk about some of the cons. Number one, Zendrop has faster shipping times than most traditional dropshipping suppliers out there. Most suppliers you see like AliExpress or CJ Dropshipping ship products directly from China, and they take weeks to arrive. But Zendrop actually partners with various suppliers, many of which have US warehouses that can get your products delivered in just 5 to 7 days. And besides that, Zendrop also offers automated fulfillment, meaning as your orders come in, Zendrop will fulfill them directly for you. You don't have to do a thing. All you have to do is link a credit card or your bank account, and Zendrop will handle all of this. Now, of course, you can always opt out of this, but this is just an extra step to save you time. Now, Zendrop also offers custom packaging if you want to establish yourself as a professional brand. You can create custom packaging, private labeling, and custom thank you cards to be sent out in all of your orders, but keep in mind this will cost you an additional fee. So you'll have to see if it makes sense for your business and if it's even worth it. Now, Zendrop also offers product sourcing requests. So if you're browsing through their products and you have a product in mind, but it's not on there, you can reach out to them directly and they'll source it and go ahead and add it on there for you. This just makes it easier to expand your product catalog with reliable suppliers. Now, another great thing about Zendrop is they integrate directly with top e-commerce platforms like Shopify. This makes it very simple to set up and get started and add new products and fulfill orders like we already talked about. And they also offer 24/7 customer support in case you guys run into any problems along the way. This just helps out in case you run into any issues with order fulfillment or product sourcing or anything else. But besides that, Zendrop offers upfront cost transparency. They'll show you the full cost breakdown of every product you sell so that it's easier for you to set your profit margins and you never run into any hidden fees. So while some of the costs might be higher than other suppliers, they are transparent about it. Everything's available right there on the product page for you to see. So you can make these important decisions for your business based on those numbers right there. Besides that, they offer a ton of helpful educational resources for beginner dropshippers. They have tutorials, tips, and courses to help you get started and make your first few sales. And like I mentioned, this can be incredibly helpful for beginners. Now, we just said a lot of great things about Zendrop. So what are some of the cons? Well, to start, there is a monthly subscription cost. Zendrop does have a monthly fee for premium subscriptions, and this is not ideal for beginners with limited budgets, especially compared to free platforms like AliExpress or Fulfillment. And while Zendrop does offer many products, they do have a much smaller catalog compared to websites like AliExpress or CJ Dropshipping. And this might restrict your brand from selling certain products or selling in certain niches. Not only that, you're fully dependent on Zendrop suppliers. So you don't have any control in product quality or how fast shipping options are. You have to depend entirely on their network of suppliers. Zendrop is also known to have higher prices compared to other platforms like AliExpress or Fulfillment, and these high prices will eat into your profit margins, meaning you'll make less profit per sale. And this is not ideal, especially when you're first getting started. And because it costs so much to get started with Zendrop, it's not as easy to rapid test products the way you usually would with dropshipping. Testing multiple niches and trending products at the same time definitely comes at a much higher cost when you're using Zendrop. Now, while Zendrop does have many useful features, they come at a higher cost. It's for brands that are willing to pay a premium for custom branding and customer satisfaction. But there are much better and cheaper alternatives out there. So let's talk about one of their top competitors, Fulfillment. Now, if you've been following this channel for some time, it's no secret that I've been using Fulfillment for all of my own brands. For at least the last 2 to 3 years, every dropshipping store I create runs directly through Fulfillment. They source and ship all of my products for me. All I have to do is do the product research beforehand and tell them what I want to sell. They find me the highest quality products with the cheapest cost, and they have their own private line of logistics ensuring that it gets to my customers in just 2 to 4 days. And this is sourced directly from China. This is pretty much unheard of with any other supplier out there. So Fulfillment has their own private line of logistics directly out of China, and they can get you fast 4 to 7 day shipping anywhere in the world. You can put your logo on your packages, your flyers, you can create custom thank you cards, put your logo on your products, and so much more. They offer so many different branding options to make you stand out from your competition. They have the most easy and convenient refund policy out of any other supplier I've worked with. If your customer gets a damaged product or gets lost in transit, they'll send it out again completely for free. If your customer wants to return their product, they can send it back to Fulfillment's warehouse and they'll handle everything for you. They have 24/7 communication. They'll even assign you your own dedicated account manager. They'll keep you updated throughout this entire process. They'll let you know when your inventory starts to get low and when you need to order more. They can even tell you which products are trending based on what's selling out of their own warehouses. They do have their own in-house product photography where they'll shoot custom photos of your products to be used in ads, on your product pages, on your social media, anything that you need. They can do white background shots, they can use models, they can do hand models. Whatever type of product photography you need done, Fulfillman can handle. Another great thing about Fulfillman is the service is entirely free. There's no monthly fees, there's no storage fees to use their warehouses. They'll give you an accurate quote directly on their website. And I guarantee that if you try them out, you'll get the fastest shipping, the lowest cost, and the best service all around. If I'm comparing Zendrop versus Fulfillman, Fulfillman is my obvious choice, and I've used both suppliers in the past. When it comes to things like transparency and communication, fast shipping, low cost, and high quality, Fulfillman checks all of these boxes, and they actually exceed all of my expectations. And just like Zendrop, they integrate directly with platforms like Shopify or WooCommerce, and they can source and fulfill any type of product you want to sell. There's no restrictions. So if you're looking for a great private supplier to use for your dropshipping brand in 2025, I'll go ahead and leave a link for Fulfillman down below. Simply click on their website, it'll take you to their homepage right here. You can select get a free quote. You'll fill out a little more information about your brand and the products you sell, and they'll get back to you with an accurate quote right away. And just to show you guys exactly what I mean really quickly, I pulled up some tracking numbers from one of my own brands. As you guys can see, I'm getting 4 and 5 day shipping from China to the US, and this is unheard of with dropshipping. I'm even paying less than I would with any other supplier out there. So like I already mentioned, I'll go ahead and leave a link for Fulfillman down below in case you want to try them out. I highly recommend doing so. That's everything you need to know about those two popular suppliers, Zendrop and Fulfillman. And I'll be honest with you guys, I've been using Fulfillman for years, and they've been nothing but great for my business. I'll go ahead and leave a link for them down below in case you're interested. And if you found any value in this video, consider leaving a like, sharing with others, and subscribing for more. I have a ton of helpful resources linked for you guys down below. Don't miss out on any of those. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.